Was Crazy Craft before season 2?
We can discuss them.
It was.
Yeah.
Okay, so the stream is live. I'm gonna... Fuck it, I'll
It's actually live. Did you actually stream this?
streaming it.
Don't even bother posting it to YouTube. I mean, to Discord.
Boom! We're live.
Oh my god. Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm currently pressing F5
Just-
but I have to-
Look at the title! Look at the title!
Look at the
What is
what?
I can't see it. It's not coming up on your YouTube.
Look at the
Wait,
title.
look at the what?
I'm gonna change
title.
that real quick.
Ranking the SMPs of the Lumiobyte SMP. What? Ranking the SMPs of the Lumiobyte SMP.
Funny. Alright, hang on.
Wait,
Gotta
what?
watch this. Gotta watch this. Let's go. Oh, it's offline.
My
Oh, now
my
it's online.
2 key does this weird thing, right? Where it spams it for some reason. It's weird. But just then it did 3 2s for my for ranking the 12 seasons of ranking the 12 seasons of the Lumiobyte SMP, and it went to ranking the 1,222 seasons of the Lumiobyte SMP. Oh god, how hilarious was that?
Ah, yes. All 1,000.
Alright, hello everyone. We're doing a bit of a chill tier list stream today. We're going to be ranking the different seasons of the Lumiobyte SMP. Okay, let's just get the fuck into this. Season 1, what are we saying?
S, top of S.
S? Okay. Yeah, S is fair. So what did we like about Season 1?
It was good.
The original. It was fun.
It
was
had a way
chill.
better community than the SMP.
Oh,
does now.
Cormac, fucking bruh. That's a
What?
very subjective bruh moment.
Oh, I don't give a fuck. It had a better community. It was more fun.
You think
Yeah, sorry, no, you speak.
Fine. No, you can go, Joe. I was having a
Cormac, the thing is with this community, it was a much more nostalgic, much more vibrant community. I feel like today the community is a bit more divergent and a bit toxic. People are much more focused on how they can actually regurgitate the feeling of it when you know, back then it was just so simple, and this was meant to be the first kind of chill thing. We were meant to just have a bit of fun, and it was very fun. And we killed Cormac several times and banned him.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and there was unplanned conflict, and it was just interesting, and it was the original. Like, Season 1 is the reason we are all here today, so, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
No, well,
my
the reason
mother
we're all here
is-
is
my
because
mother
Ali's
is my
mum...
reason.
Ali's mum is the reason
Yeah.
that the SMP started.
Yep.
Actually, my mother is the reason why I'm here right now.
If we make $100,000 of this SMP, like if it becomes like a fad like the Dream SMP, and it ends up making us rich and famous, we at least got to give 10 grand to Ali's mum, so that she can pay for her online computer classes. That's what she was doing, guys. Is what happened is we were originally doing a people set in teams to go fight the Ender Dragon stream.
Oh, yeah.
And Ali was going to play, but he couldn't play, so because his mum was doing computer lessons on his computer. Oh goodness, did you do that?
I remember I guessed like almost every team on when you were picking the teams on the wheel.
Yeah. Anyway, so Matt comes on and he suggests an SMP, so we do an SMP, and then that was Season 1.
Matt?
It was actually me who suggested it.
Oh yeah, but you and Matt were kind of gay. I mean, you were teaming. As in, you birthed the idea.
You two were boning, is what he's trying to say.
You were birthing the idea. That sounded wrong.
Alright, whatever, let's go on. Season 2, I
Season
reckon.
2. What are we saying for Season 2?
I reckon second S tier, like on
So,
the right though. Behind Season 1, but still
these
S tier.
two seasons are the two seasons that kind of forged the SMP, the two different political views. You can either be a peaceful like protester, or you can be a Black Lives Matter rioter. No, you can be a war season protester. So you can either want war or peace. And I think it really caused a lot of stride because Season 1 was seen as this prosperous, kind of luxurious time where everyone could pretty much do what they wanted, which only had one big war, whereas season 2 was a group of wars caused by mass friction and X-raying. So I think for that reason, it's probably better to call season 2 the second best, in my opinion, because season 1...
Enjoy fair statement.
Sorry?
Fair statement.
Because season 2, while it was very fun in a lot of moments, and while there was a lot of content, you got to understand that it is based purely off of subjective nostalgia. There was literally one fight in this entire quote-unquote war SMP. One fucking fight.
Vibes were
There was
good.
more.
You
Yeah,
can't deny that
the
good.
vibes were great, but ultimately the reason that so many people rank it high, and myself included, and I'm sure you both are somewhat like this as well, is because of the vibes and because of the tension that it caused. Despite this being a war season, there was only one fight. That was the fight between Jolly Eye, me, and Cormac, which was an entertaining fight, let it be known.
Can I just say though, one thing? This season was fun though. Like, it wasn't just like within the first 2 nights everyone had sweated Ender Dragon and Netherite and Elytras. Unlike what happens, well, not Harp, but unlike what everyone does today, this season was actually like paced.
Alright, I think that's all fair to say. We still don't actually really know what happened to a lot of the players in this SMP, because no one, like, a lot of people haven't revealed. So some people have just said, oh, they were in the wilderness, or they went out a few 100,000 blocks, but no one necessarily told the full truth. It's the kind of mystery.
How people
I
are
went
still
out
keeping
ages away.
secrets about season 2, even though it's a year ago at this point.
I went out ages away. I'd love to go find my base. In fact, do we have the world download?
Yep.
'Cause
It's massive, but we have it. And I might even be able to open it up right now. Hang on.
did you delete the Quartz channel or did you like archive it?
Some of the what do you call it?
Mine-
There are some chords for season 2.
Yeah, my
Um,
base. My
in
base.
announcements.
Oh,
Yeah, you didn't tell them though. You just
Yeah, I
said
did.
there
I
was
sent them in the Quartz chat.
Oh, chords chat's gone. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Well, I had a
Sorry.
sick base ages out.
You got to remember though, after that Jolly Eye situation was the bell curve, because I think that night, that Friday night where we fought Jolly Eye, that was the best the season ever got, because it was a conflict, it was a planning, there was rising tide, there was actual sabotage, there was, you know, everyone was kind of together, there was a massive fight, and after that, kind of nothing happened because our group split up, and that whole fucking night, that was done over days of planning. To get back at Jolly Eye for destroying the Shroomlight base. Yeah, but it ended up working quite well. We won't talk about the combat logging that happened after, but in any case, you know, it was fun. And after that, it kind of settled, because Lumiobyte, me, and Cormac all just... what did we do? Yeah, me, Lumiobyte, and Cormac all left to...
This mushroom forest.
Yeah, we went to the mushroom forest, right? Sorry, yes.
And you guys, like, sabotaged me and were really bad at it, to be honest.
Well, I thought just breaking a bed was going to set you back at the spawn, but it turns out you had to pick up the item as well.
No, it's because, like, you tried to do, like, a lava sumo thing, and then Lumiobyte kept breaking my bed.
That was such a funny.
That
That was very interesting.
You guys are terrible at it.
Mind you, though, the caution was probably unwarranted. I think our main caution should have been towards Diamond, who was actually trying to sabotage us. Because he was spying for Jolly Eye for us, but he was spying on us for Lycentia. It was a massive fucking shit. And I remember that night where Lumiobyte went off to spy on the on Lycentia to go and get information because Matt accidentally gave me the
What
coordinates.
the fuck is Lycentia?
And fucking Dunstrax was in Lycentia. That was funny.
All hail the new president of the Lycentia, Dunstrax.
Dunstrax. It's so funny thinking about
Oh my god! All right, and that was interesting because there was a lot of I don't say crude, but crude information in those books. Anyway, so that was season 2. I think ultimately it's an S tier based off of the vibe. Maybe not an
The
S tier
vibe.
for a lot of people, but I think it's the closest we're going to get to a balanced season with a small community. I feel like it's achievable again once we have upwards of 100 players active. I think we probably will be able to achieve it again at a much larger scale, and the season can go on for months instead of a month.
The correct vibe.
Okay, on that note, we have Season 3. What do we think of Season 3?
Season 3, it was... Cormac, you fucking did play.
Oh shit, no, we gotta do
remember?
Crazy
yeah,
Craft.
There
We
at
gotta
the
rank.
end.
We gotta rank Crazy
Here's the
Craft.
thing. Here's the thing. I don't really I think we should do Crazy Craft and pick someone at the end.
Do Crazy Craft and pick someone at the end, yeah. Cormac, you were there in Season 3. You had the
I
full
don't really
unenchanted
remember.
netherite, and people fought with you, I think, and then...
I don't
Joe
remember
got
what
some
half
gear.
the seasons are. That's the thing. Was this like the Kona season or what?
Yeah, that
this
was Kona
just
season.
go into the seasons general.
No,
Actually, I'll
I did. It doesn't tell me anything though. Is this the
Alright,
It
season
doesn't
where?
tell about what happened.
wait.
It tells about,
Wait.
what...
Is this
like,
the season? Is this the season where there was that fight at like 0-0 and Joe like escaped
Yeah,
with his
yes.
diamond armor and then
Yeah.
never looked?
Yeah,
Alright.
that's it.
I actually have that recorded. That was such an underrated moment. Not necessarily because what I did, but because of the tension that was just there. Because everyone fucking knew what was about to happen. Like, maybe minus Cormac, everyone there was going in expecting a fight.
I was expecting. Me and Diamond knew that we were gonna fight each other
I
there.
don't know, I was crouched, like, under the thing, and everyone knew where I was, but I was hiding anyway. It was so funny. I wish I recorded that. I don't have a recording of that.
Okay, so
I have a
basically,
recording of five,
Season
so-
3 was a season directly after Crazy Craft. It was basically implemented as a sort of interim season, because Crazy Craft killed the community. Jolly Eye quit.
No, because Crazy Craft was before Season 2. Bit of a weird thing, but yep.
Oh,
that's
right,
actually
yes,
what
that's
happened.
true.
And Jolly Eye quit at Season 2 because we pissed him off when we beat him.
So Season 2, the end of Season 2 basically killed the community, because that was the Lumiobyte SMP. Season 1 was, hey, hello, this is what we can do. Season 2 was, this is how we're going to do it. And then Season 3 was meant to be kind of like, want to see us do it again? And it was kind of like, hey, just remember this exists kind of thing. It ended up being a flop. I'm going to put it in the C tier. Putting it in the C tier because it's not as a failure as some of the later seasons would go, but I think that as a PvP season, this actually worked relatively well for how
I
unorganized
put
it was.
3 in C as well, yeah.
Yeah, I put 3 in C.
3C, yeah. Okay.
Or create.
Oh no! Well, no.
Yeah, it
There's still more stuff to talk about Season 3. The reason I put it in C is because, yes, there was a. I feel like with Kona, this could have been the worst season ever. Without Kona, sorry. Because, and I'm not blowing smoke up my ass, I'm just saying that it was kind of the only thing driving people. Like, at the end there, people were just saying that people were forming a massive fucking clan to take me out after what I did. For those unaware of what I did, I basically orchestrated a massive diamond trade at the middle of the world. I got Diamond, Cormac, and Lumiobyte to come there, and I was there to overlook it because I was basically the trade master. Because I was head of a news organization that was basically going to weekly send out reports on what was happening. Never happened. It was a ruse to try and get power, but I ended up orchestrating. I told Diamond that Lumiobyte was trying to kill him. I told Cormac that Diamond was trying to kill him. I told Lumiobyte that Cormac was trying to kill Lumiobyte. And everyone, what I planned was for all of them to kill each other, and the last person to survive, I would just take out with a bit of diamond gear. And then what ended up happening is it kind of succeeded. Cormac died and Lumiobyte died, and then I didn't die. Didn't you
I
die?
don't think I died.
No, I won the fight.
Oh, someone died.
Lumio didn't fight. I killed Diamond
No,
because he
Lumiobyte
took
fought.
the
He fought. He fought.
kill. No.
I died. Yes,
Oh.
I did fight. That is true.
Oh.
I hit Cormac.
I
a
have
few
the
times.
recording.
Well, yeah, I won the fight, and then
So
you
can
just
you
kinda
like
ran off.
upload that recording to like Google Drive?
Don't know
or
if it's on
YouTube
my
or anything?
computer. It could be on my old gaming laptop, but yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, if you could find that and upload it to somewhere so we can see it, it'd be very
Hang on,
popular.
let me think. When was Season 3? Would have been... Oh, no, it would have been January. No, I don't have it.
Yep.
It would have been on my... It's on my gaming laptop.
Oh.
I mean, I can get it.
yeah,
It'll just take a few minutes.
Because I definitely won that fight, because I remember Diamond took, like, his kind of temp gear. He didn't take his netherite.
But what ended up happening is the victory that I got in that fight was that I got Diamond's temp gear. So I took
Yeah.
it and then I ran 5,000 blocks out, and a massive fucking clan was formed to try
Yeah,
and kill
after
me.
that
Yeah, but no,
season,
you never
I
won.
NBT edited your. I like when the season ended. I downloaded the world. I looked at your player data and I went to your coordinates, and there was fucking nothing there.
It was a village there.
Yeah, there was a village, but like you didn't even place
Oh,
any
wait.
blocks.
Can
So
you
funny.
Can you still do that or nah?
Do what?
Like look at people's like player data.
Yeah.
Can you do that for season 2? Just find my base. It was sick.
Probably. Hang on. I'll get the season 2 world out real quick, and I'll try and do it.
So that was season 3. Okay, season 4 time.
Create. E or
Create.
D.
This was the first modded season of the Lumiobyte. Oh no, shit, no, that was Crazy Craft. What am I talking about? This was the first kind of balanced modded season of the SMP. This was the period of time where we tried to be very experimental. Because after season 1, things were going great, and Crazy Craft happened, things kind of died. But then we had season 2, started picking back up again. Season 3 was pretty shit, and everyone kind of understood that, which caused a massive drop in the play in the community. So we did season 4 to try and spice things up as this massive economic crisis season where you had to try and strategize your way to victory instead of just brute force. It was a great concept, but it needs 100 players to actually get down well. We had around about 6 active, and while Matt and Mordecai and Matt and Mordecai had this thing where they thought that everyone was going to play, but really they didn't. I built one block miner, and then I made a creative world and made a trailer for a bunch of others. Give that season 100 players and a year to grow, and it can do stuff. But for the most part, it was just nothing happening.
Yeah.
Nothing. So I'm gonna put season 4. I'm struggling between D or E. I think I'm gonna have to put it in D. Because I'm not going to put it in E because it did have a bit of popularity and there was some tension. I remember one time I was lurking in my underground base and I saw Cormac's name tag and I heard him talking in the voice chat about him seeing someone's base, and I was fucking scared because I knew that he would attack me. Anyway, so what did you guys think? What's your opinion?
On season 4, well, I built like 2 create things and then just didn't play ever again. I ranked it. What did I rank it? I ranked it D.
Alright. Cool, Mac, you still there?
Yeah.
What do you rank
D.
it? Alright.
D.
Season 5. Season 5, in my opinion, is...
I don't know if I played.
Season 5 was really cool, and like I have a recording of the one date night of it, but then it kind of like the server crashed and no one played when it came back on.
I'm gonna put it in E.
I ranked 5E.
E is absolutely fair.
I don't know if I played.
So season 5 was one of the cores of the it was a big part of the experimental phase where basically we did this to try and redo what had created the SMP in the first place, organizing people into teams, giving them area, and then they're meant to work together to try and take people out. So this was the first season that was meant to be you're at war, you're going to be at war for the entire season. And it fucking flopped, not because of the server crash, that helped the flop, but mainly what the problem was is that everyone hated each other. Everyone got picked, most people got picked with someone they didn't want to work with, because they already had people in mind, and then we're just going to ditch their clan in a second. That was me included. I got Mordecai. I didn't want to be with Mordecai because he was such a liability issue. But mainly... I feel like it was just the vibe. It was off. Everyone was against each other. No one had the time to naturally form teams. It was all just, this is what you do. This is how the season is going to work. It never really had the opportunity to kind of... I don't want to say lift off, but it couldn't really have ever lifted off because no one wanted to be in the team that they were in. And they were forced to. So I think E is fair.
I remember the season. I'm pretty sure the only team that was successful was me and Diamond because we wanted each other because we had plans.
Yeah. So I think that's why it's fair calling it E, because it did have some content with some unnamed temper tantrums. But for the most part, I think it's probably a good thing that the server crashed when this happened, because otherwise this would have been a 2-week, this instead of going for 1 day would have gone for 2 weeks. Season 6 would probably never have happened or been very different and happened much later. And ultimately, I think...
the kids spam Hog Rider.
I think it's probably... Yeah. So what do you guys think?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Then we have season 6.
What? Who's this? Someone actually joined? Oh, hello, Waterkai.
Then we have season 6.
Season 6 was pretty good. I put 6A.
Yeah, I'm saying 6 for A. A month ago, I would have said B, because I hadn't.
Okay.
Yes, it took me yesterday's event to try and get me to understand how big this actually was, and how many people didn't realize that this was one of the most successful seasons. So here's the storyline. Season 3 was a pretty average season that went okay. It had an alright community that died quickly. Season 4 was a bit of a failure, but had an interesting start. Season 5 was a complete failure with no things. We had tried 3 experimental seasons, all of which failed, and were failed in a downwards ascending, so we had to do something drastic. We contacted Matt. Matt organised a mod pack for us to play, and Lumiobyte helped.
Yeah.
You know, like, pretty much refined it and made it so that it wasn't 150 mods.
I deleted like half the mods Matt put in, and I made him tone down the Terraforge, which is basically, I am going to take a lot of credit for my reduction of the mod pack for the reason season 6 was
That's absolutely fair. Like, without that, the probably what would have happened is terrain glitches.
Half the players wouldn't have been
I
able.
mean, half the players would have gone like, what the fuck, this mod pack is 1 billion gigabytes, I don't want to download this, and then they wouldn't have played.
This was probably, I think it is fair to say that this is the one season that, if it had to be any season, I would understand someone calling this as a season. If it was any season, I would understand someone calling this
Season the best.
the season with the most content. That's what I was going to say, because season 1 was good, but it only had 1 fight. Season 2 was good, but it only had 1 fight. Both the vibes were great in there, but Season 6 was different. The vibe wasn't necessarily the best, because it wasn't so long ago, not as nostalgic, but it had... Okay, so it had a lot of conflict. There was, instead of just spy conversations between the different clans, there was planning, there was charts, there was actual battles. There was the main one being between Diamond and Waterkai, the assassination. And there was a lot of tension. Can you imagine? Like, I think, honestly, if the WS, if I hadn't gone to that meeting with the WS and they had declared war on me, they would have taken the states. I reckon this could have been better than season 1, this season. Because imagine them going into a fascist dictatorship, which they may not have done, but it would have been interesting to see. I work in the back alleys to build up our resistance. I work with Diamond to try and take them down, and we launch a full-scale revolution on them. That could have been the best thing to ever happen to the SMP. But no, I went to the conference because I was scared.
What are you doing?
I almost have the season 2 world, Cormac, by the way.
Another great thing about... Another great and unique thing about this SMP was its ability to have... its consistency is what I mean, sorry. So every clan had a region of land that they owned, and this time, if you destroyed a piece of that land, instead of season 2 where it was be like, okay, so don't destroy our land, it is full-scale wartime. So I ascended from having a roundabout. I was like friends with Streamlight. I was kind of in them, and I've planned to leave them after the Syndicate had been taken out. And when Syndicate was taken out, I leagued the Coordinates to Diamond, as I said already in the thing yesterday. All that happened, and I went from having pretty much no land to maybe a ditch near the old Shroomlight base to having half the fucking island. Because, not necessarily because I took it with brute force, but because everyone just believed that I had the power to do that. No one was against it.
Well, wasn't like everyone against it, but you didn't care.
No, because if they were really against it, they could have taken me out. All I had was diamond gear and a few guns and 1 atom bomb. I think, yeah, 1 atomic bomb.
Yeah, just 1 atomic bomb, casually.
I think I had the materials for it. Maybe I didn't have the case itself. But in any case, they could have taken me out easily. Mimic, I'm not... Mimic, I'm not bald. I'm not bald, Mimic.
I think Cousin Billy started saying that I, like, cheated and got, like, this OP.
You almost got banned for that.
You almost got banned for that, yep.
It was the Roman resistance that was pretty big. There was the establishment of political parties. People had to maneuver themselves. I do wish this season had gone on for longer, because it was cancelled for relatively no reason. It was cancelled because Matt wanted to do JTS and we were all fine with it. There was a slight drop in player optimism and an increase, but we had this massive...
I have your coordinates, and they are minus 163 to 30. They're literally at spawn.
Right. Oh, wait, what?
They're at spawn. I'll teleport to them, but... hang on, I'll screen share. Here you go.
Joe, the Roman resistance was literally just me and Isla.
Yeah, but it was still interesting. We had this plan to continue the SMP even after people had stopped playing. There was going to be a unification ceremony between WOS and
1 second.
the United Nation, as we'll just call it. And shit happened. Maybe it would have died out, but in any case, it would have been fucking better than JTS, which is next. And I think everyone's going to be cool with calling this F tier. What do you guys think?
I mean, it was interesting, but...
Yeah, no, probably that's a bit rash. I'll say E tier.
Lumia, your stream's not loading for me.
Is he speaking?
JTS is interesting, but I just don't think it's a good idea for...
Discord just completely crashed.
Okay, there's Lumiobyte. So what are we saying for JTS?
Oh yeah, okay, I can watch it now.
I think it's good in concept.
Here's your
But
coordinates.
it just doesn't work on paper.
As you can see there, and then I'll go and teleport to them.
I mean, yeah, I give it like a E or an F.
What are they?
What do you
162,
what do you guys think? Because they...
Where's this?
This is in Joe's space. This is your location, Cormac, right here.
What? Is there any others?
Nope. This is
Oh,
where
wait,
you
is
logged
that-
off.
Ooh,
Oh no,
sorry.
it probably won't be where I logged off.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really find it then, because, I mean, I have your ender chest items. And 64 firework rockets.
So there isn't much to say about what Season 7 actually was, because it
P5
wasn't...
art.
It
Oh my
wasn't...
gosh. Oh well.
It wasn't
As
that
you can
much.
see, we don't have it.
So do you guys, Lumiobyte and Cormac, do you think E or... well, what do you think for JTS Season 7?
Oh shit, I didn't play it.
Lumiobyte,
I put it F.
E or F.
Yeah.
I'm putting it at E above Season 5, no, below Season 5. Because it was interesting, and it probably could have been great had we had an active community and 100 players. Again, very similar to the situation that Season 4 within. But we had so many massive plans after the success of Season 6, and it just went nowhere. Yes, Mordecai.
We don't need 100 people for an SMP. The thing is, we need active players, and we need players that actually really engage. Because the thing about JTS is that you don't specifically need a bunch of people trying to compete for a space race. You just need a few active players who are willing to play pretty much every day.
Right, but it still would be beneficial to have a lot of people just so that the community can actually be a community, otherwise it's going to die quickly. And I think that was ultimately the failure of this season, is that it was too modern out for starters. JTS was so constricting to our player base that I think at Golden Ultimate, the most concurrent players that were on was 6, 7, which sounds high, but really, for I think the most on season...
No one was doing anything when they were on except like 2 people.
Just
Matt
bouncing
and
around with
Mordecai,
fucking frog
basically.
potions. I think the most we've ever had online for any season was during Season 8, around about the middle of Season 8, there were, I think, 15 people on, and that's a lot.
I remember Season 8, I faked being Lunar X.
Yeah, that was funny.
Cormac, you lied about your mother having cancer.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
Well,
What was your end game with doing that?
You didn't want people to make your mum jokes anymore.
Oh, goodness.
No, but seriously, Cormac, what was your intention?
Well, okay, several reasons. One, it's different, right?
Okay, so we're moving on to Season 8 now.
I was actually kind of interested in what Cormac was saying.
Oh,
Or it's just kind of
well,
like...
I mean, we are streaming, so kind of just want to keep it on topic. I
Alright.
don't know how relative this is.
Just real quick about JTS. It's like the community in general for Lumia SMP doesn't exactly like mods as a whole. Like there are a few of us who are on board for mods, but yeah, and yeah.
Well, that's a very... Oh, for goodness sake. Yes, that is certainly an alienating feature, but the main problem with this one is the quantity of mods that were present in this. You had Season 6, which was, I think, 15, maybe 16 mods. That's fine. Anyone can run that. Maybe you have a bit of lag, maybe the terrain won't necessarily load the best, you'll have to lower your frame rate, but you'll ultimately be able to run it. This was fucking 350 mods, right?
It was ridiculous.
And
like, I could barely run the game, and I have a Pogger's computer.
Yes, it's similar with me, is that there have been so many situations where this has killed SMPs. And this did kill the SMP for about 2 weeks. So this happened, and then everyone left. Matt got pissed; he dipped because we didn't want to do modded. SMP closed, meaning no community, no player base growth. But then suddenly, out of nowhere, comes Season 8, which I think we're all comfortable putting an S.
Yeah, I put Season 8 S, 100%.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So I'm putting Season 8. I don't know if I want to put it necessarily an S. Based on the fact that I didn't play much, so I wouldn't.
Top of A. I was gonna put it top of A.
Yeah, I'm putting it at the top of A. It is above Season 6 because of how much this grew the community and how much this opened up newer and better seasons.
I mean, Season 8 is objectively the best season we have had.
Statistically.
Yeah.
In
Like
the
on paper.
Yeah, like on paper, it's the best season. Yeah,
And this is why I think this is why Season 13 coming soon. I think it's in what, 7 days? Yeah, 7 days.
Yeah.
It's going to be so great because it's just going to be Season 8 again, but amplified to 100. So everyone is going to be streaming, everyone's going to be building up the community, it's going to be insane. And we know what we're doing this time, right? So this is going to be, because Season 11, it wasn't intended to be this, it was meant to be a kind of shoppy season, not towny, but everyone kind of just stays at home and shops. And Season 11 was also based around Anarchy Week. The joy of Anarchy Week in Season 8 was, I think, the fact that we didn't know it was coming until like a few weeks before, and then that was the time to plan. Then that was when we got really into it. But Season 11, the whole thing was just Anarchy Week, and it ended up being cool.
I mean,
but
everyone was just kind of planning for Anarchy Week in Season 11. That's all that really happened. And like, basically, there was like 3 weeks of actual playing, and then it was just Anarchy Week, Anarchy, and blah.
And I think that's a really good thing to keep the community active and keep them dedicated. But
yeah, but it doesn't bode well for like new players joining.
And it shouldn't drive the SMB. That's right. So Season 8, for that reason, I think probably I understand putting it at S. The reason I'm not putting it in S is because I want to be careful, because I didn't play much this season, and I'm not sure
It's S. It is
how much
S.
how much content there actually happened in it. But I'm happy putting it at the top of A, based off of what I did play.
I think the main appeal of Season 8 was the fact that we've just gone so, like, we've gone, like, well, basically since Season, like, 4-1, without any peace. Because Season 1, you know, that was peaceful. Season 2, PvP. Season 3, PvP. Season 4, only a few people, mainly me and Matt, were playing. And Season 5, that didn't go well. Season 6 was...
What nullifies most of the complaints is it based off of what has... Okay, so what has been the one consistent trait out of all of, but maybe one of these these seasons? It's that the war seasons, and this is all of the seasons so far, minus 8, is that there is no conflict at all. There's conflict, sorry, but there's no battles. There was one battle in Season 2, there were a few battles in Season 6, but not really, it was mainly just threat of nuking. There was one battle in Season 5, there was one battle in Season 3, and that's it. That's why most of the people who complain about war seasons don't really have much to complain about, because the way that you nullify the threat is by forming a clan of people that do want to do peaceful and just agreeing to be peaceful in your town, and let the rest of everyone just fuck off and die. So that kind of seals it. I understand not wanting the Anarchy Week to happen in Season 8, because that was kind of like coming after a while, like after a month, because you've had this massive build-up.
I mean, Anarchy Week, Elephanty basically said to me one day, I want a PvP, can we do this thing? And I was like, okay, and announced it for a week from then, and then it happened, and it turned out to be a great success. That's
well, that was right, is it? Because it boosted morality, it boosted dedication. It was mainly just the driving factor of those final few weeks. Didn't drive the SMB, but it didn't necessarily, it also helped.
The thing is, in Season 8 that we didn't do in Season 11, in Season 8 we did events. Like, the PvP tournament was a big thing that really helped season 8 for the
The game
ending weeks.
the
The
runner game.
I think
no,
that's
not
what I
the
think
runner
that's when it
game,
hit.
the PvP one.
I think that's when it hit
Remember
peak
when Matt
capacity,
won?
didn't it? Or somewhere around then when it that was when they.
I
were
mean,
made.
so season 8 did really well at the start. Like, there were some people like Lord and Alec J playing who haven't come back since. And people playing. Then Lord and Alec J kind of left, and then it was like me, Diamond. Let's see who else. Waterkai was actually on quite a bit. All of Diamond's friends. Joe, this is when you started to get on. Yep, Lunar X was there as well. And then that started dying, and then Elephanty appeared. He existed. He ground for Anarchy Week and then did nothing. And then we did the tournament, which brought a whole lot of people. We even got fucking Matt, who had never logged on in season 8. And he won. Matt won the tournament and logged off until Anarchy Week. And then we had the Dodgeball tournament, which did shit. And then we had Anarchy Week. So there was always a thing in season 8 which brought people back.
This is something,
Like,
by the way.
even Lord came back for the PvP.
I just want to mention
and
for
he
season
was in
13, I
Anarchy
think we
Week.
need an Olympics. Just saying.
Elaborate what you mean by
Just an
Olympics.
Olympics. Because it's a good, weekly event that you can easily do. You can easily set up.
I assume you mean like a bunch of just different mini games.
Yeah, basically.
That would be cool. I mean, it's just another event. We can do. Let's see what we can do. We can do the start of season 8 where everyone is gaming and grinding and playing the game, and then we can do Christmas event,
13.
and then we can do season 13. That's correct. And then we can do Christmas event, and then we can do Olympics, and then we can do Anarchy Week, and that just keeps people active throughout the entire thing. There's always a thing to do. And you never, like, if you're not a builder or someone who can find entertainment in just playing the game, there's always something for you to do, which is what there was in season 8. And season 8 was, by the numbers, the best season.
Also,
That's...
I think,
You speak, Waterkai.
I think Lord's still on the server, so if we wanted him back...
I mean, Lord would probably come back for season 13 if we said it was to be like season 8. And he would build another tutorial house.
Fucked up. I fucked up.
I do want to now just emphasize how. No, never mind. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, basically, I think that we can do a very similar thing to previous peaceful seasons if we play this right, basically. But season 8 is going to work as a benchmark. It's the closest thing. It's probably the closest thing we can get to for a while to season 1, maybe ever. In fact, because it did have the biggest community, it did have the biggest player base, and people were dedicated and committed.
8 is the closest we're ever going to get to 1.
One thing that I will note is it is alienating for people to it is alienating a bit for people to repeat over the same process for each peaceful season. So for season 8, we did it was normal, regular, Homecast, so we're absolutely fine because the first. Season 11, it's the same, okay, and then season 13, it's kind of going to be the same. So I'm worried a bit that people are going to be put off by
by the fact that it's just regular survival.
Regular survival.
But the same can be said for the war.
I mean, what I'm going to do in season 13 that I didn't do in 8 or 11 is I'm going to do a community dragon event. That's another thing I just want to put out there. So
Until we can do it all
Thing
together.
is, it's
exactly, yeah.
It's not necessarily about the dragons. What I think we should probably try and implement is a based economy, because the economy was one of the best features of season 8. And that's objective, because you can count the numbers on that as well. Is people were working not necessarily to get gear, but to get the pleasure of the people who had.
I mean, we don't really need a based economy though, because Diamond started selling stuff with diamonds. Haha.
Yeah, that's all that needs to be.
And then I just copied that, and whoever starts the first shop is basically gonna set the economy currency.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine.
And then competition will just make it so that prices don't get insane. And
I like that, but I would also quite like it if we advanced it a little bit. Not like buying land and shit and taxes. No,
yeah.
What I mean is people pay things for labor. So people pay things to build a mine, or people pay people to rent out mines and stuff like that. Because that's not a townie season. That is literally just. That's
like pay. You mean like pay for services, right?
So let's say this. Let's say absolutely. So you need some bread, right? and you'd like to use a bread farm over the next, or let's say a period of 5 days, or 7 days, and you require a wheat farm. So someone has built a wheat farm, and they allow you to rent it out. Per day, it's 5 diamonds, fair price. And this guy pays 5 diamonds to rent out this wheat farm per day to get a section of it. He can't have all of it, but he can have a section of the wheat that's in it. And if he takes too much, then court protect it back, and then he's punished, and he's given a talking to. I love that Skittle. So that's how it would work, and I don't think anyone would be opposed to that, because we did that kind of in Season 8, and it worked really well. We did that massively.
It would kind of be just like, if you want to sell a thing, set your rules, and then if people break your rules, I'll fix it for you. But
I just think it should be promoted.
that can already happen. It's just I don't think it does happen because no one really wants to.
That's why I think it should be promoted.
I can suggest that, like, wouldn't it be cool if you guys sold services? But I'm not gonna push it on them.
No, that's fine. I just think that's because that kind of gets rid of the alienation of the repeated process, because for the speedrunners, right, who are going to take over the economy no matter what, like Matt and stuff like that, they are going to be able to supply goods, and they're going to be able to keep players who usually, like Cormac and me, who usually don't like to grind up on Minecraft at the beginning, they're just going to be able to give us that stuff for a price, and for services. It's how society works.
Yeah.
It's mainly just to improve stuff, but you don't have to push it.
Yeah, I'll be making a lot of suggestions in Season 8, such as the
oh my god,
the services thing, such as staying at the spawn, such as not
that's an interesting suggestion.
Running the game. I'm just trying to make the vibes positive, which sound by kind of forcing people to do stuff, it sounds counterintuitive, but the more people that live together, the more the better it feels. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
That's absolutely.
Better if people stay together and work together.
That's absolutely understandable. Probably don't force it, because if people.
I'm not gonna force it. I'm just gonna say in the announcement we should make a village at spawn. Or something like that. But if they do go away, I'm not gonna be you're banned from the SMP or anything, because that would be ridiculous. Maybe
it wouldn't be the worst idea ever if you do want something like that, and I don't know why anyone would really protest this, to have a 5,000 block world border. I don't think anyone would be necessarily against that, but
I would be against that, because then there's no potential to explore. There's no potential to find resources like god apples, if anyone wanted to find those. There's not very many structures to loot. There may not be many end portals. There'll probably be one end portal in the border. It's just not really positive. We don't need a world border for everyone to live together. We didn't have a world border in Season 8, and everyone just kind of chilled because people started chilling. That's the reason everyone lived together in Season 8, because at the start of the SMP, people set up there, and then when other people joined, both new players and old players, players already in the village were come on,
that's
join
fair.
us. And then
in that case, then probably what I would suggest is expanding the town, making sure that that's an emphasis, because in Season 8 the town was great, but it was about 200 blocks wide. It just got repetitive, and no one had room to actually make a house near their area. So probably, expand, infrastructure, roads, carpenting, and make sure that you base it near spawn, so that players spawn right into a city or a town or something, and they know, oh shit, this is the real deal. So that's gonna...
Yeah, that's what I'm planning. I'm planning to have Season 13. I've been doing a bit of seed scouting for Season 13. Not looking at structures, but just the spawn location. And I found a couple where they spawn in a village, which is on really cool looking mountains and stuff. And it gives a lot of ideas for building. And I think that can really help with...
So you got to watch out for mountains being the spawn, because that can alienate people who like to mine quickly and speedrun. Because then that's
the thing. I'm looking for a mix of both. I'm not doing a fucking 250 block high mountain spawn or anything, but I'm also not doing a flat plain with no inspired no.
Are you looking on 1.18 things? Or?
Yeah, I'm looking on 1.18. Yeah. I have a bunch of seeds. I don't think I sent them to myself. That's an idiot move of me. But I had a bunch of seeds that I thought looked really nice for a spawn, and some of them are ridiculous mountains, some of them are flat plains, but I have a couple where it's like there's a village, there's a cool hill, there's also flat area. It just gives everyone a bit of what they want, and there's no reason to really go anywhere else.
Dude, I just
Apart
realised
from-
mob farms are going to be so big in this season.
Yeah. They always are. I mean, there's always a mob farm.
my God.
There's always an Enderman farm.
Alright, we spent a lot of time on Season 8. Season 9!
9.
I'm putting Season 9
I
in
enjoyed
B.
Season 9. It went
don't-
A for me.
I don't think I played.
You didn't.
So Season 7, 8, 9, and that was it, were the seasons in which Cormac didn't play. Like, that was kind of the Cormac Void area. We pretended to be Lunar X. It was a very interesting period
I
of
played 8.
Cormac's puberty.
The seasons that I didn't play were 7 and 9.
Oh, we're on release candidate for 1.18 now. That's cool.
You didn't really play that much in Season 8.
Yeah,
Not much. Not
No,
much.
I did.
Not much.
Yeah.
You didn't play much.
yes, I did.
I'm putting Season 9 in B. I'm going to just stop that right there. I'm putting Season 9 in B because I don't know if it's too overrated, but I feel like it's probably overhyped a bit. Because for the most part, it was just... it was definitely the war season with the most...
It was the war
Spark.
season with the most PvP.
That's probably fair. But there was only one real big battle, and then there was another few skirmishes, I think. Everyone, I feel like this was the first altered world border season. I feel like that was probably a big step in the right direction when it came to war seasons, at least, because it meant that players couldn't hide 10,000 blocks out or 100,000 or whatever, and you had to actually strategize. I remember that I had a few secret bases lying around the world border on how to actually, with materials and resources stored, and it was a big thing. Holy shit, 32 playbacks. That's quite nice.
Honestly, I feel like Season 9 is an A tier. It's just
Wow.
kind of boring.
Is that? Can you elaborate?
I mean, you were with Elephanty Water, Kai. That's why you hated it. Everyone who wasn't on Elephanty's side enjoyed it, or at least thought it was above E.
I mean, like, the thing about Warsons to me is just like, it's just hiding it in a cave for just like a few weeks.
I agree with that.
It gets
I agree with that.
boring quickly.
You literally fought and died.
The only war
Yeah,
season I
but-
enjoyed was season 2.
I kind of lost motivation.
I think
really.
probably the ICBM and Nuke mod kind of the reason Season 6 worked with what you guys are complaining about is because it wasn't a world border, but there was an island. It was on an island, and you had restricted territory, and people knew that they didn't have all the world. And I think for Season 14, if we do a townie war season, we ought to make another island, because it can't really function if we're doing it at least a constricted area, because it can't really function without a limited space. Otherwise, people can just nullify the entire season and run off to 140,000 because they want to survive. They don't want to actually join in the fun. So I think that was the main the kicker for Season 6.
Kind of salty about Pixelmon. We could have made it so good if anyone put in any effort.
Pixelmon.
That's true, but we didn't put in the effort. So that's Season 9 was pretty uneventful. I mean, other than that massive fight, the final day was good, but for the most part, nothing really.
Yeah. I'm putting Season 9 high because of the final 3 days for me. There were those.
I think it's a
alright.
C season, maybe a D season, even if it didn't have that spark. But yeah, that's a fair ranking. Season 10 is FT objectively because it is literally
literally a 1-day season that didn't crash.
So it's worse than it is worse than Season 5 because Season 5 actually had content and a bit of dedication and a reason to actually happen. Season 10 was a 2-day Origin season with with no fucking planning. People just went in saying that they wanted Origins. Okay, Season 9 ended abruptly, so now we're doing Origins. Just no fucking plan, no clue what the hell we were actually doing, and no one played. I think maybe 2 people came online, even for the startup.
I played.
Okay, that's one of them.
That's good for you, Cormac. Wow,
But what a
so many
fucking seriously. Anyway,
POV seed hunting.
there's just nothing in there for Season 10. Season 11. Season 11 I'm putting in B.
Season 11 I put it in a high A.
That's interesting. Okay, I'm putting season 11 in low B. Again, another season where I barely played. This season was basically a hard-cut copy of season 8, with the difference that the town that we lived in was shit. The player base was a bit...
The player base was bigger and smaller at the same time.
It just didn't grow as much. It didn't grow as much.
It didn't grow. Yes, it didn't grow.
And also, everyone only played this season because they knew what was coming, which was Anarchy Week. Anarchy Week was the driving force of Season 11, and while it worked to restore dedication and community, it's a shame that that was kind of the only thing driving, because that's a one-day event, and which most people are going to die on when that sort of begins. Season 11 didn't really have that, to me, that spark of enjoyability and of creativity and wisdom that Season 8 had. That's why we need to be very careful with Season 13, that it doesn't end up like Season 11. Because Season 11 is good, but it wasn't great. Season 8 was great. 8 the Great. But yeah, we can absolutely, with a bit of precaution, make sure that Season 13 is different. Season 13... Because the big part of Season 8 was that the community grew, and it wasn't based around Anarchy Week. Season 11, the community was bigger, but there was no growth. There has to be growth. And the reason there was no growth is because there were barely any streams. There got to be more streams.
I think I've got a feed. I think I've got the feed.
So yeah, I would even consider putting Season 11 in C, because it wasn't a season, it was an Anarchy Week. That's all it was. People ignored the economy for the most part. People didn't do auctions. People didn't do anything.
I mean, no, people didn't ignore the economy, but there were no auctions.
I don't know if I want to put this in B or lower. It's no lower than a high C, in my opinion, but it is no higher than a low A. Because I don't think this... It was a good rollback. It was a good rollback from Season 10, but needed a bit of refinement to actually be its own writing cause. We've got a big, with Season 13, we've got a big trouble on our, we've got a big task on our hands, because this is the longest the SMP has ever been, quote-unquote, dead for. Because if we don't count Season 12, which wasn't really much, because it was a war season with the border, it was experimental, but nothing really too thing. Then there was Pixelmon. Season 13 has to be the season where we get back, because it's been 2 months without anything substantial. The longest before that was about, I think, just under a month. So we need to do this well.
Should I do a feed vote?
Huh?
Should I do a feed vote for 1.13? I mean, what Season 13?
What do you mean a seed vote?
Like, I will post images of the top 3 seeds I found and let people pick to start. Okay, alright, I won't do it.
Yeah, you should.
Oh wait, I should? You said nah.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Because I thought you were gonna post the
Guys,
seeds.
there's just one linear season to go before we on to Pixelmon and
Alright, yeah, okay.
Crazy Craft. So Season 12. What are we saying for Season 12?
I put Season 12 as a high B.
I'm putting it as a
I
low
didn't
A.
play, so I can't really tell. I honestly don't know. I'm gonna put it...
Season 12 was average. It was an interesting concept. It wasn't
To
dead,
base my own bias,
active.
I'm putting it high C. So I'm putting it just above 3.
Put it high C. That's what I think. High C, B is kind of what it deserves.
I put it low A.
You put it low A. All right, interesting.
Because I don't play many seasons. I actually had fun in this one though.
Yeah. I mean, Cormac, are you sure that's just not because you haven't played a season in a while and it was refreshing to actually play one for once?
No, it's absolutely.
So
not.
I think objectively this is the most unique season that's been done, or if not experimental, because
it's the most unique season, yeah.
Because Season 6 was pretty moderate, but it wasn't, crazy. People have been on an island before. Actually, no, we'd probably call Season 6 the most experimental, but Season 12 was still pretty, this is kind of out there. Probably not the best time to do it, because the greatest way to get a community back up to its, not the greatest way, but it's up there. The safest way to get a community back up to where it was, before a massive drought, was to do something familiar and something loved, instead of just something unique and something that's not necessarily going to turn a few heads. Season 12 was a bit of a mistake in which it could have been great, and I think in a few ways it was pretty, I don't want to say great, but it was interesting. But it needed to be better. It needed to be a bit more familiarized, and probably the world border, if we're talking specifics, needed to be a bit larger. Because this season
Yeah.
would have worked great if it was done right after season 9, right after everyone had just been, okay, so we've just had a war season, but now we're ready. We're still in it. We're still in it to
In it to win it.
yeah,
To
to kind of.
to kind of.
Kinda.
Thanks, Cormac. That was really helpful. They were still in it to actually grow and help the community, and I feel like this would have been substantial, but it didn't. So there you go. So that's all the linear seasons, and now we have the mod pack seasons. These don't. Do these count? Do we count?
They're
these as
not. They're
seasons?
not numbered seasons. They're just mod packs we did.
All right. So Crazy Craft will do first. E tier. Low D tier. No, I don't know whether
I put it F.
I put it low E.
Thing is, I played this. I was one of the people that played this the most with Diamond, and it was pretty fun when it was good. So I'm gonna put this in a low D.
Thing is, Crazy Craft breaks Orspawn, and Orspawn's one of the main mods. Actually, I'm just gonna chuck this in didn't play because I didn't play. And I know you guys aren't gonna like what I put Pixelmon in.
You put it in fucking A, didn't you?
Nah,
F.
nah.
Okay,
I put
that's
it.
fine.
I put it. Yeah.
There isn't much to say about Crazy Craft other than it had loads of potential, just didn't fly. There was so many missed circumstances for this not to work, because I think Lumiobyte was like away on something, like in a band trip or something when this happened. I don't know if that's true, but you couldn't play.
Oh my god, your dog's name.
I know I couldn't play in Crazy Craft.
I would have loved to play, but I couldn't get it. It wasn't letting me download it because Mac is shit.
Macintosh.
But in general, this could have been great if done. Probably the best place to put this would have been after season 3, maybe.
9.
Not 9. 9 would have been weird because actually no, I suppose that's fair. I just don't know how many people would have been taken by the whole mod pack system when we hadn't done a modded season since season 7 at that point, and we all know how that went.
After season 11, it would have been good.
Probably. No, because it's not familiarized enough. It would have killed the community more because it would have alienated people to think what we were doing was to try and get people into a more modded standard. Oh no, that doesn't work. A sort of constricting standard where you had to be able to play modded and you had to be able to do this, whereas with season 12 you just had to have the game and you had to play, and that was it. So season 12 was an okay. That's why I consider season 12 as average, because it wasn't necessarily the greatest thing to do, but it wasn't the worst. It definitely benefited, if anything. Okay, so what do you think, Mordecai? Where's Crazy Craft for you?
I don't really play it, so I don't really think I get to rank it.
Alright. Well, Pixelmon, we have come to the final season.
Pixelmon, the lowest tier.
I'm putting Pixelmon in F tier, but high F tier. So just above 10.
I put it in high C.
Can you explain why? That's not too overrated, so can you explain why?
I had fun in it.
Who played? Can you do a rundown of the list of everyone that played?
Alright. Me and Diamond were the only active players.
For me, okay. Sorry, never mind.
But the thing is, it was fun. Still, we both built houses in a village. We both got our Frokies up to Greninjas in a day.
Sure.
We got running boots. We beat the gym near us. I mean, it was fun. We built an apricot farm.
Apricot.
Yeah. Apricorn, sorry. But, yeah. It would have been better if we did some planning, though.
We did a shit ton of planning, but the problem with this is there were too many votes. The voting killed, and I'd love democracy, but the voting killed this season. If we had gone fascist and said, we need to do what we need to do to make this season as great as it can be, it could have been better. But if we had gone with the catch and route and we'd done Law SMP for this, that it could have been great. So I don't know what you guys think necessarily if that's true, but to me,
I agree that the voting was a bit of an and I also think it made people mute and leave the server, which is never a positive. Not sure if it really affected anything, but still.
So we're
I'm
placing
just
our tier
debating
list.
whether I want to put. I think probably a tie is best for those. Sorry, Mordecai, you speak.
So we're placing our tier list now.
Yep, everyone post
I mean,
your tier
yeah.
list in the general of the. We say the Lumiobyte SMP.
Sure.
Okay,
Okay.
post them in 3.
Screenshots. Wait, screenshots or general?
Just no in
General.
I don't know. I'm
Wait,
not
spoiler or nah?
Don't spoiler.
Okay,
Don't.
everyone post in 3. Okay.
I love how Joe saves his image. I screenshot mine carefully. Lumio just drags his mouse as accurately as he can in the span
Yeah.
of like half a second.
Right, Joe. I mean, not Joe. Mordecai, you typed so much.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
start.
he typed
It's
all
the
that.
Fucking
Five.
4 in S.
Yeah, that was create. Him and Matt sweated.
Him and Matt were fucking simping for each other the entirety
Okay,
of 4.
I'm just saying. I was on their team, and I built a lot of the walls for the warehouse.
Okay.
I love how so. Fuck would you put? Why would you put 2 in C? It's interesting. Yeah, so it's all relatively similar. Other than the main one that's different is Mordecai's.
Yeah.
I love how mine is 2 for each column.
Wait, Joe, what? I thought
ordered
we had
it.
like the same opinion for most of them.
You put 12 and A. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh wait, no, it's just because I had the didn't play channel.
Rick, I might just leave.
No, it was Kai.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what Kyle wrote. Oh, Mordecai's
was
pissed because he died in season 5.
5. It's season 5.
How the fuck? Why does he think that season 10 was a good idea? It didn't have origin. It didn't have really any basis.
Season 10 was a good idea.
It was just origins. You couldn't do
Yeah,
anything
exactly.
with it. It was
It
just
was a great
origins, not a great idea.
Also, he watches Dream SMP and stuff, and they didn't origin.
You watching Stream SMP? What? Are you kidding me? Where?
No,
When did he say that?
I think we said opinion can be nullified.
No. Listen. He wasn't. It's the Dream SMP. They have another server, which is the Origins SMP, and he watches like Philza and Techno and stuff. So I think, because wasn't he the one to mainly come up with the idea? What was season 5?
What is the most controversial take out of all of these tier lists? What do we reckon?
Oh, me putting Pixelmon at C.
No, I would actually say that it's Mordecai putting fucking season 4 in S. I don't
I
get
agree
that.
I agree with that.
I don't get the fuck.
Hang on, I'm gonna look at all this tier lists.
It's not that he put it S, he put it above 8.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And Mordecai liked 8. I'm sure he liked 8.
He did.
No. Most controversial opinion. He put 2 in C.
That's insane. That Mordecai
why-
is
that's
so
why-
controversial with these.
Do you want to do a game tier list? A Steam game tier list?
Yeah,
Sure,
sure.
but we play a lot of different types of games, and I probably won't have any of the games in the tier list. But sure.
Alright, we'll do that. I just want to read over
Actually,
what...
or we could just go through tier list maker until we find one that we all agree on.
Yeah, right.
Greatest video games of all time, 100 plus games. We could just do that.
Sure. I'm
You on
gonna
it?
know what 10 of them out of the 100. But I am down to do it. Anyway.
Alright. There you go.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, I'm gonna have to like.
Oh, what the fuck? I don't recognize any of these things. Oh my god. Literally like 80% of these, no, 90% of them even,
Oh, what?
are in haven't tried.
You know what? If you haven't played them, don't drag them up at all. Just leave them there.
Yeah, okay.
Okay,
If
Gary's not.
Subnautica and shit's not here. Oh, it's
Gary's
not
not.
even. Yeah, Subnautica's not in here. Oh, this is a shit list for me.
I'm just gonna not do this actually because I can't be fucked.
Yeah, most of them are really lame. Like fucking, they've put every single Assassin's Creed game in here. Lego Star Wars.
Oh, Total Drama Island, Marvel movie.
Why is Grounded in here but not Subnautica? What? Okay, Subnautica is in here.
We
Thank
should do
God.
Marvel movies tier list.
Oh, I'm just not gonna bother with that.
You know what? I've got controversial opinions.
Okay. What's your controversial opinion, Cormac? Oh, it's got Hollow Knight. Fucking Venomized such a Hollow Knight thing. Grounded. I forgot what Grounded is. Yeah,
But this guy
played...
put season 2 in C, but he put season 4 in S.
Yeah, what a kind moment.
Joe is... He's fuming, bro.
Fuming because it's the wrong... He put season 9 in E. This guy just hates war seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He like, Waterkai's playstyle is fucking like fat mod pack where he just plays it for a really, really long time.
Cormac, I'm streaming, so be careful about what you DM me. Oh, okay.
The link to porn, don't click it.
Oh yeah, if the porn is...
Is this Age of Ultron? I can't tell. I think it is.
I did this a few... I used to do these.
Yeah.
You streamed a few tier lists at one point, didn't you?
It actually worked pretty well, just... didn't work. Okay, we talking while we make them or no? Achoo!
I can't tell.
I don't mind, but I know a total of 5 games on this tier list, so...
Oh, we're not doing the... Okay, sorry. No, me and Cormac aren't doing the games on anymore.
Oh, okay, alright, yeah.
It's if they put No Way Home on here. Put No Way Home on here. Pretty good. That's pretty good. That's better. What the fuck? This tier list is arse. They've got Iron Man 1 and 3, but they don't... Oh, never mind. Alright, Joe, mine's gonna be shit now, actually. Why is this like... Oh, there we go, now it lets me download the image. Alright,
I haven't watched any of the Phase 4 movies. I just... I'm basing
Sorry.
this off of reviews that I've seen.
Alright.
Hey, I'm back.
No, tell me when you're ready to send it.
Oh, Waterkai's back. Yeah, everyone hates your tier list, Waterkai, sorry. Or your rankings, I should say.
Everyone really hates your ranking of season 4 specifically. Just so you know.
Just interesting that you put it in S.
Yeah, and season 2.
In season 2, yeah. Basically, we don't like your opinion, so therefore it is invalid.
Bruh. I mean, it was fun to work on that. We spent quite well working.
But yes.
So.
Alright, Joe, tell me when you're ready.
Just got. Okay, that's it.
I've only done the ones that I've seen.
Yeah, same.
And also,
Oh
my...
well, no, I haven't watched. Yeah, I should take those out actually. I mean, I can assume that they're gonna be
bad, because they're in phase 4. Yeah.
Alright, sending it in 3. Should I spoil it?
Yeah, I've spoiled mine.
I don't even know
Also-
how do I do that. Oh, there it is.
Most of my C tier isn't ranked from left to right, whereas... So my S and A are ranked left to right, and B is somewhat ranked left to right.
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
What is this?
Whoa, holy crap, this is very interesting.
What?
What's the lists?
They're doing like Marvel movies.
They're
or something.
they're in DMs. What? Okay, tell me this. How is Thor: The Dark World the second worst movie? What?
You put that in fucking A.
Yeah.
You realize... Okay, I hope you realize how controversial that is. Why have you only put them in S tier? S, A, B, C? There are dozens of F1s. Well, not dozens, sorry.
Well, no, mine didn't have an F tier or an E tier. Actually, a lot of those probably deserve to be in D. Captain Marvel was shit. Probably Ant-Man. But what is this list? So you think Infinity War is the best movie out of all of them?
Yeah.
Infinity War's mid. What? Infinity War is mid.
You just have to look at the writing standpoint. I rate all of the S ones. Doctor Strange is probably A, actually.
How the Galaxy A? Like, how's that the top of like A?
It just works as a story. I'm sorry that I didn't appreciate like Thor's journey, which is the equivalent of a 3-second montage of him throwing beer on the floor.
I hate your list.
Sorry?
I hate your list.
Yeah.
Like Civil War in C? I put Civil War top of S. I mean, you can probably tell who my favorite character is. Actually, no.
Fucking bold mimic.
Infinity War probably deserves to be an A. Ragnarok's mid. I don't know why you put that like above everything else.
It's pretty mid. The area that I've put it is mid. I'll move it down just below. Yeah, that's fair.
E. Mordecai, you're typing. Did you know that you're typing Mordecai? Pretty special, isn't it?
Oh
Pretty
my
good,
goodness. I want to watch that, but I'm streaming, so the copyright will not be able to.
Oh, guys, do you want to rank every block in Minecraft? Actually, we should do that. Do you guys want to rank every block in Minecraft?
I mean, I'm down, but like, it's gonna take a
Sure,
while.
but it's gonna take so long.
We shouldn't do that. We should do something a bit easier and...
Every block state.
Australian fast food.
Just like Australian food in general. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
What if we just like wrote down our top 5 games?
sure. Okay, I'll do it.
Create a public DM and we'll do all that. We'll do that.
We probably have one. Yeah, we do.
Public. Oh, we do too. Hang on. Oh well, I'm just gonna do it in Joe's server.
everyone-
I'm just doing it
Nah,
in Joe's server.
No, just do it here in the DM.
Why?
Cause
Why?
I said so, bitch.
Well, I'm not going to cooperate with you, Cormac. So.
Me neither. Fuck, I'll cooperate.
Shit, 3 of my first games are source games. 3 of my games are source games. Alright.
Oh fuck! This is so hard.
I need to make sure that list is accurate. Are there any other games that I'm missing? Let me look at my old, No, can't do that.
Damn, this is hard.
Actually difficult. Oh, I can't fit Minecraft. Shit.
Fuck is a hat in time?
Just check it out. It's got some. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Oh.
I had to do 6 because I really didn't want to exclude Satisfactory because it's so good.
Yeah.
Alright.
I didn't have. I don't have
Oh,
enough
this is
space
hard.
to cook.
This is hard.
Yeah, it is.
Probably I need to do a bit more research in that. I wouldn't say Subnautica is necessarily on there or Half-Life 2, but those top 3 are set in stone.
Yeah,
Gary's mod.
I might just do a top 3. I don't know. I can't really do this.
Did you not like Subnautica, Waterkai?
I mean, I liked it, but it's definitely. I mean.
Yeah, a lot of
Hold on.
I'm just gonna chuck Minecraft in for number 5 because I can't be fucked to think really.
I'm not really sure. I like.
What is WOW? Oh, World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft.
I don't know.
World of Warcraft.
I'll keep it as Satisfactory.
Can't believe you didn't put Raid Shadow Legends on your thing, Cormac. You love that game.
And Clash Royale. Clash of
Well, I was
Clans.
gonna say, like, is this like computer games only? Because I'm just gonna like real quick.
Raid
Clash
Shadow
Clans.
Legends. Not sponsored for today's video.
Bro, starting a new account was so fun.
Top favourite games ever.
Yeah, actually, I reckon that's a pretty accurate list. I mean, Minecraft. Okay. When I was like. Okay, if I was like 8, it'd be my favorite game of all time. Right? But it's
Yeah.
just not as fun anymore. It's really not.
Nostalgia was the main drive for my list, just saying.
Yeah, that's
I
the
based
thing.
I've based my entire list off nostalgia. Except for Subnautica. Subnautica's not that nostalgic for me, just I like it.
I just
mean-
don't have that much. I just don't have that much fun in Minecraft anymore.
It's fair.
I mean, BeamNG, it's my most played game, and it's also what made me really, like, enjoy games beyond Minecraft for the first time. And Subnautica, both of the Subnautica games, it was just, like, such a different game to me. I'd never played something like that before, which is my reasoning for putting it second. Portal 3 was just fucking cool as shit. Minecraft, I have spent
Yeah,
a lot
we love
of time
Portal 3.
on. Portal 2. Yeah, Portal 2 was cool.
I struggled.
I-
When I made my list, I decided this a while back, but when I was when I was forging this list in my mind a few years back, I struggled so much to see whether I thought Minecraft or Portal 2 was better. It took me a while, but before I realized that Minecraft was probably just a little bit over that. But yeah, I was originally saying tied, and then I couldn't decide, and then I just went Minecraft.
Yeah.
Guys, I
The
got
reason I'm putting Portal 2 and Subnautica so high, even though I've spent a total of like 60 hours on both of the games, or a bit more on Subnautica, but like they're a play and done kind of game. It's just it was just like such like I'm never going to forget playing them. I don't know. I don't know if
absolutely
it's the
fair.
same for you,
Lumiobyte, do you
but
remember?
yeah.
Do you remember November and December of 2019 when
Yeah.
we went on that Portal 2 and Gary's mod spree where we played
Yeah.
on fluffy servers every Friday
Yeah,
and
I
Saturday,
remember that.
and we
That was
made
good.
but we also during the week made Portal 2 maps.
Yeah.
That was
Joe,
was
fucking
fun.
great. Yeah, what up, Cormac?
honestly, on your list, I don't know how you feel about this, but I reckon for you, it seems more like you'd have CS:GO instead of Subnautica.
No, I don't love CS:GO that much. It's a fine game and it's fun, but it needs improvement to actually be on my top 5. Wouldn't even be in my top 10, probably. Top 20 maybe.
Then
Why
Splitgate.
don't we do like a top 15 or 20?
Splitgate is.
Should we do top 5 games before 2020?
For 2020, sure.
Alright,
My
bet.
list doesn't change.
Mine does.
Mine does. Hang on, I'll do it.
Joe,
'cause mine does.
it does. You can't tell me Fortnite was not on your list.
Oh, you mean what it would have been when I made it?
Yeah, like
Oh,
before.
I thought you meant
2020.
games that came out before 2020.
So like, Cormac,
Okay.
is this like 2019 December 1st or like 2018?
Anywhere before 2020.
All right, so I'm gonna go 2019 December 31st.
I don't know if I can make this. I wouldn't have a grasp on the opinion. It probably.
Mine will probably.
Gary's mod would be up there. Wouldn't say it would be my favorite. Minecraft would be up there. Portal 2 would be up there. Half-Life 2 would be just starting to arise. Subnautica would just be starting to arise. I would say it probably would remain relatively unchanged, but Fortnite would probably be. Depends if it's 2019 or 2018. 2018
Yeah,
Fortnite is
it
probably,
really.
2018 Fortnite is probably my number 3, and I'd say that 2019 it's number 6.
Okay, so hold on, are we basing this on like how we would rank them back then, or like how?
Yeah, so like say it was like anywhere before 2020. Well, okay, let's all set a year then. Let's all set like a time.
I
of
say
when-
we should do 2015.
2015. Okay, that's literally just Minecraft in Clash of
Oh,
Clans
yeah.
for me.
Wow, that really eliminates
Oh
everything.
no, fuck! I know what would be up there for me. There's a big one that would be up there for me. I don't know if I can do this because I don't know.
Fuck, Rolling Sky. Fucking love that shit.
It's like Coke, but for weebs.
So this is
Super
my
table for weed.
Oh wait, shit. Forgot to add 5th.
The fuck is a hat in time?
It's a good game, okay? How does one not know what hat time is?
Oh shit, that girl is thick as.
Whoa, hold on! Shit. Whoa!
Holy fuck, that review. Okay, yeah, no, this doesn't look interesting. Sorry, no offense, it just looks like anime stuff.
Calm down there, buckaroo.
There's my list.
What was I obsessed?
Oh my god, Lego Ninjago. Cormac, I don't know if you would know this, but do you remember that game from 2012? It shut down a few years later, but
Yeah, I know.
you-
The Ninjago game got shut down, bro. How sad is that?
no, I mean the Lego game on iPad, where you could be the ninjas and you could do like this one swipe.
Wait, no. Wasn't it like the one that was kind of like Smash Bros?
Yes, that was it.
I used to play that all the time, bro.
That shut down really quickly, but yeah, that was interesting.
Oh, that's sad as fuck.
I still have it archived on my iPad, I just can't play it.
Oh, bro, that's so sad.
Let me think about this.
There we go. I put my 2 lists. Don't question PC Building Simulator. I was obsessed with it for a little bit of time there.
I should have plans. Wait, 2015. What year was I in? Wait,
You would have been 7. Sorry, I just memorized people's birthdays, I'm sorry.
I can tell. It's very obvious that you like doing that. Fuck, I'm really fucking thirsty. 1 second.
So I've been in year 3 or 4.
You were
I
in year,
just realised how
you
that
were in year
sounded.
2.
I am thirsty for liquid.
You were in year 2, Cormac. You were in year 2.
I definitely wasn't.
You turned 7 on April 12th, 2015.
Wait, what's Heyday?
My birthday is in April 12th.
It's somewhere near there, though.
Wait, what? Okay, the first photo on
It's Heyday!
I remember back then, my mum got me to like a farming simulator. Heyday, yeah. Those were like the only 2 games I was able to play.
technically about to dock someone, but Joe, you remember Sam James?
Yeah, he still plays Fortnite.
Yeah, he also
Okay.
still he's also been playing Heyday for like 3 years now. He spent over $100 on it in one night once.
Cormac, didn't you spam $1,000 on Clash Royale once?
It was Clash of Clans and it was 500. Get it right.
You can't really speak then. You're mute.
And at least it was on Heyday.
Alright, fair.
Heyday. Oh, I forgot about Heyday.
I don't know what the fuck
That was
Heyday is.
around then.
Guys,
Heyday.
also Octodad, Dadliest Catch.
Fuck, that was a game.
Octodad.
That was a game.
I've never even played it. I'm gonna have to play it now.
I have that on my Apple TV. I kid you not. I have Octodad on my Apple TV.
I can just imagine you and your brothers all playing different segments on your Apple TV.
Octodad.
The Beats pill.
Oh, oi! Nah, you should be able to get Smash Bros on Apple TV. How sick would that be?
How do you? Oh,
You should be able to get Lego Ninja Masters of
yes.
Switch on your Beats pill on your Amazon fridge.
yes, the ultimate gaming.
Yo, I can't wait to play Octodad Deadliest Catch on my new Samsung Tesla SpaceX fridge.
On my new Samsung fridge.
Samsung Smart Fridge.
Could you imagine?
It's all-
Can you imagine a rage quit in that? Can you imagine a? You know how people throw their computers when they rage? Can you imagine someone throwing the fridge?
People throw their computers?
Some
Yeah,
people,
idiots.
Yeah.
people who like to smash cameras and women. I mean, smash cameras and monitors.
Children. Oh, sorry.
Clickety clack. I'm getting really fucking fast right now. I'm clicking so fucking fast. I'm getting like 300 FPS right now. Oh, I'm gonna click. I'm mined through the world. I died.
Here I'd be. Hold up. Oh, what the fuck am I thinking? Hold on, let me remake.
No, bro.
Alright, so let's see.
I'm gonna close Minecraft.
Alright, 2016. What year am I in? Alright, let's
You're in
see.
year
Let's
2.
mine.
No,
I-
sorry, 3. You're in year 3. In 2016.
I'm gonna play Stick Fight for no reason. Just feel like it.
The way.
Do you want to see a magic trick that I can do?
Sure, I'd like to see a
Okay,
magic.
give me a
I would have
random.
been year 3.
Sorry.
So, I would have been year 3.
Yeah, I told you that. You just have to trust me on these things. I remember them quite easily. Speaking
And
of which,
you also got it wrong.
I didn't. I said year 3.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
after your, like that was your second guess though.
I said year 2 in a panic because you would have been. You would have been 8 in 20.
I updated my list.
Oh fuck!
Nice.
Cool Matt's games. That deserves an Emmy. That actually deserves an Emmy. And I'm not. I mean, I'm being sarcastic, obviously, but that is fucking.
And a Grammy.
That
And
was-
a Grammy.
That made that. Yeah, sure. That made maths fun. That actually
Indeed
made maths
too.
fun. Flashbacks to Vietnam, with the quick 2 plus 2 equals.
Wait, Joe, are you still streaming?
Oh, I hope not. Yeah, I am.
Alright, I don't care. Flashback to the gas chambers when me and the boys were
Oh,
playing.
okay. Let's.
Be around here, Cormac.
By the way.
Nazi now, confirmed.
It's actually. Oh! Gotta update my list again.
When is anyone gonna join?
Anyone remember Venturian Tale?
Oh yeah, that guy. Where you were on it? You were obsessed about copying him on YouTube for a week. Remember when
Yeah.
you said let's do all these Gmod challenges?
Still think that could
Venturian
work
players,
because
they'll get it?
people are like basing communities off of them now, and it's working. Off like Gmod RP servers. I tried
the
to do
fuck?
one once when I did Dark RP.
Dark RP.
Do you
I
hear
don't
this?
like Dark RP. It makes no sense to me.
SMP, man. Duck.
Oh, I need. Yes, it's the better gun.
It's really not a better gun.
Victory.
I just don't get how you guys find stick fight fun.
I don't know. I just do.
Chaotic.
Had to update the list.
Exactly.
Now Phantom Forces
I
is on
like
the.
how it's chaotic.
Now Phantom Forces is on the list as well.
Oh yes, I need this.
Bro,
Wait, what? Where am I?
Phantom Forces is so good. I'm gonna go get something to eat real quick, and then I'm gonna
What?
load up stick fight.
Why are
I'll
you
be right back.
still getting stuff to eat?
Why do you guys?
You stuck down there, Waterkai? Oh, you are.
Right, I'm gonna end the stream.